If Busta ever try to front on me, hit you with no delay. So what you saying, yo? Silly with that 9 milli, what the deal, yo? Yeah, I do his shit better than him. He better not play with me. I will and perform Busta Rhymes show. Look, man, if they try to say that if you ever thought that the Busta Rhymes was better than me, you crazy. You crazy, man. You just looking at this the wrong way.
I want to do it how he do it. I see the way I do it. I want to see the control everything. I want how he do it. No, that's when you when I'm in the shower. I'm Busta Rhymes. That's not how I do it in the shower. Now, get you with the noise of what you saying, yo. Sitting with the ice cream, with the goodies, y'all.
I'm not the only one out here that has ever said anything about Busta Rhymes liking his to allegedly be busted open. They tell you a lot of stuff, and he told me personally that Busta Rhymes courted him. Not only courted him, got him an apartment.
You think we having fun now? I'm gonna bust your ass. If you take that out, Playboy, you better get to work. Stop running your trap with me. You got that you need to do to prepare for that. Clapback, homie.
Y'all, Busta Rhymes just made the worst move. He ran up on 50 Cent after 50 allegedly leaked his tape. But 50 clowned him publicly. This ain't just rap beef anymore. 50's documentary is spilling hidden industry secrets. And now, Orlando Brown's in the mix.
We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you seen Busta in the airport too. That motherfucker try to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And Cat Williams. What's his name?
Bro, you smashing a lot of people.
Let's be real, 50 and Busta used to be cool. No drama, all love. But ever since Busta backed Diddy on live TV, tension's been rising. And now he's panicking over rumors that 50's new documentary might expose him to if the footage is real. 50 may have just outed another DL rapper, and Busta's legacy isn't stacking up. Get Rich or Die Trying sold 13 million worldwide, while Busta's debut moved just 209K in its first week.
But all jokes aside, I'm not playing when it comes to respectfully competing. I will bust your ass for real, bro, and I'm gonna bust your at any given point in time you feel like you ready to revisit this, if you just so happen to choose to revisit this. The world hasn't seen you bow out gracefully from even entertaining this idea, so I'm not even going to continue to elaborate on that. But moving on, brother. I was asked if, as a New York MC, the opportunity presented itself for me to do a versus with you, would I take on the opportunity to do that? And of course, I'm going to accept that with grace, open arms, and welcome it in the most warm fashion I'm supposed to. Now, just for the record, brother, I don't even got to do no competition with you with any record of mine prior to the day that you released your first single. I could just go to that one section of my catalog and deal with you accordingly and bust. That's it. That's it, man. Hey, man. Hey, man.
That's how I can, folks.
Come on now.
4 years, 50 ignored Busta's "Shade let him talk his talk." But now, 50's done playing. What he's found out about Busta, it changes everything.
Hey, yo, Fifth, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna give it up to you. The production on your show, incredible. Light show, incredible. The dances, incredible. The outfit changes, incredible. Significant improvement since the way you used to perform back in the day. Like, looking like you fanning a fart is a better performance than Busta Rhymes. You out your rabbit. Keep fanning the fart. Keep fanning the fart. Hey, yo, what you say, Split? That's 50. Fanning the fart Ferrari. That's 50. Break it down. Fan it down.
Busta's been loud. But now that 50's digging into his past, he's connecting dots Busta never saw coming. And if you thought this was just about music, you're dead wrong. There's a deeper reason Busta's panicking. He's got no real allies in hip-hop, and 50's been watching that for a while.
Tell him to change too big. Tell him too big. He ain't got no friends. They're not telling him.
When you look at Busta's history, it makes total sense. He's burned bridges all over the industry. Now that 50's digging deeper, it's clearer than ever why no one in hip-hop truly rides for him. The few allies Busta has, they're tied to Diddy's circle knot, the kind of crew you want around when receipts start flying. And if 50's hinting at skeletons, you better believe he's got proof.
In 1 week, worldwide, 840,000 tickets sold in 1 week. 840,000 tickets in 1 week. No, hold up. Hold on, stop. Sold 675,000 tickets before the first show in 4 days.
That's because I've been out of the country.
He was hitting me 3 days in a row. Like, he hit me the first day. No, hold on, he hit me the first day. Then your bus was sold too.
I've never been on a tour for 5 months. We did the first show July 21st. Our last show was November 21st. He's still on that same tour.
Yeah, man.
He don't play with that work. Ever since he first came to Violator and the first Get Rich or Die Trying came out, he was the only one that would jump on a plane like a cab.
Right. Go get it.
That got no problem flying 20 hours somewhere and coming back home the next day. This is how he was from the beginning. So being on that tour and being able to do all of those antics every night, the way it was received was phenomenal.
These two were just trading light shots before Busta even showed love to 50's success. But something changed fast. Word is, 50 found incriminating footage tying Busta to Diddy's wild parties, and now Busta's panicking hard. His own ex-bodyguard is even spilling tea on 50 might have the receipts to prove it all.
They call them fun boys. They say we gotta have some fun boys in the section for Busta. Cause you know, I bodyguarded for Ghostface Killer before. You feel me? And being around him, you hear things. You feel me? I'm like, damn. And my auntie like the biggest Busta Rhymes fan. You feel me? Like every cookout she playing it. All his little fast rapping, all of that, him and Craig Mack playing that. Bro, on my soul, I'm out with a group of people. At this time, I was with Don Benjamin. You familiar with him?
No, I never heard of him.
Model dude, like a model guy. He be doing like some rapping and stuff. His name Don Benjamin. I'm out with Don Benjamin. And the club we ended up going to, Busta Rhymes in there. So it was a little lawyer guy that was with us. And the little lawyer guy we was with, you know, he was a gay dude, super cool, feel me, good guy. Bro, Busta Rhymes wanted him in his section so bad. Like, what? Pulled him to the section, like through the rope, and tucked him off in the corner. So I'm looking like, well, he ain't come with us. Well, I know he was in the little group. So if I go out with somebody, like a group of people, I try to make sure everybody get there together and leave together. No, he stayed with them. He stayed in there with them, bro. For sure, bro. You ain't never heard about this before, have you? Bro, that's common knowledge, bro. Like, if you in the mix, bro. If you in the mix, like I've been in the mix, you know this, bro.
How long has it been like this known about Busta Rhymes?
Well, I knew about this like in 2012. I knew about this in 2012.
How can we think nobody else speaks up on it or says anything?
Because, bro, these people admire these people so much. They want to make sure they in the section, they at the club, they at the video shoot, they can get backstage. That matter most to them. That matters so much to people. It's crazy. Like, but if you notice, like, there's countless videos of Busta Rhymes getting mad at females for just being girls. This girl touched him one time, he go crazy, throw a drink on her and everything. See what I'm saying? Like, what?
Big Homie confirmed Busta had a bad habit of picking up street guys and keeping them in his VIP section. Sources claim there's actual footage from a party showing Busta and Diddy in a full-blown freak-off with multiple men, allegedly ex-workers hired by Diddy. And it gets worse. Multiple men are now coming forward, accusing Busta of making inappropriate advances and trying to pull them into Diddy-style parties.
I'm walking, New York City, going to a club. It was Halloween weekend, everybody was out. And it was this party we was going to, me, my boy and his friend that had came in from Detroit. Friend that had came in from Detroit. And I'm walking across the street and Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he holding my hand. Now I ain't know it was Busta at first. You know, Busta Rhymes tall. I'm sure I came up to about right here. So the first thing I noticed was this big flip mode chain that was blinding me. So I look at the chain and I'm like, and I look up, I'm like, oh, what's up, Busta? What's up? Now he holding my hand the whole time. I'm like, what's up, man? He like, what you doing? And I was like, oh, me and my people, we about to go to this club around the corner. What's up, man? You know, and then I noticed throughout my peripheral vision, the side eye, this big bodyguard in black. Just standing there, you know, looking around, you know, looked at me, you know, still looking around. Meanwhile, Busta still got my hand in his hand. And he says, you know, I'm about to go in this club. You know, we got a section. You know, you can come in with me if you want. And I'm like, word, for real? Like, that's what's up. Like, he was like, yeah. I was like, well, I gotta, you know, tell my people. I was like, I come in. You know what I'm saying? He was like, okay, just let me know, you know, tell them that you coming in there to meet with me and come on up. And I was like, bet. So, of course, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Busta Rhymes is one of my favorite artists of all time. And back then, I was really on my rap-ish, trying to get on. And I mean, what better way to network? Busta just invited me up to a section. So I'm excited, you know, but I still kept it cool. You know, I ain't no groupie. So I walk away and I tell my dude, you know, I was like, you know who that was? He was like, yeah, I know who it is.
Even Orlando. Anderson has claimed he shared some good moments with Busta too. With all these names surfacing and receipts stacking up, it's no wonder Busta's starting to sweat.
What's happening with Puffy? I know you're not really tapped in, but what is
the last thing I saw was like a guy there. He was like, yo, he like pushed me into the truck. It really hurt. And he sounded like me. I was like, yo, I could find other things to do for money. For money. But I'm not sure I can say that for money.
How much is this guy trying to get?
I don't know. Like, it's a simple situation, but it's like
20 mil. I can say it.
You still had the blackest face out. You still had the mimic his voice because he's like,
but his voice wasn't even that different.
And a little deeper. I was like, almost like, no, that's you, young buck.
Yo,
almost felt like it was him. I always knew who it was. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, that's fucking crazy.
Yo, you can't say that dudes are having with other dudes, bro.
You know, sweet love.
Yeah, I'm gonna say big sweet love. That's young buck breaking right there.
Big sweet love.
There's rules to rap beef now, bro. Not in your day.
Well, I'm saying, like, God, man, why is your homeboy so close to you when you come out of there? Look like you guys just made sweet love. I'm gonna say sweet love instead of anything.
To me, that's better because they're gonna try to make it something else. You know what I mean?
You have something huge coming up, which is a documentary about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy.
Yeah.
Did he do it, right?
Yeah.
I know you've been heavy on social media talking about it.
He did it. And I'm the only one who's been vocal about this long before it actually.
Oh, you've been saying this for a long time now. And then no one was, you know, they're just, why is he saying this? And now it's coming out like crazy. I mean,
but I also didn't participate. I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participated to a degree.
But was there a reason you never went to those parties back in the day? Obviously, I know what's going on there, but is there a reason you never did?
I'm just not with all that freaky shit. Like all of the stuff that he's doing. I'm not into that type of stuff. I'm just a little more, maybe you could say basic or normal. You go to the 90s and Keefe D said they paid him to kill Tupac.
Yeah.
It's a little, like, you get the craziest accusations. You had TMZ created a docuseries. They went to Tubi, but the series is saying the downfall of Diddy.
You're one of the first persons in entertainment to really call out people and kind of have that authority in that, to be able to call people out. I mean, which is pretty amazing. You're kind of, in some ways, draining the swamp of Hollywood. And
yeah, I don't have a support system. I don't have a support system of or a peer group of artists that I require to do what I'm doing. I've had to be on my own from the beginning. So I don't necessarily have a responsibility to behave a certain way according to them. You know, and look, if I didn't have an award-winning director doing it, if I hadn't put the right people in place to produce it properly, I would understand why they would question or doubt anything.
And that's exactly why Busta's in trouble. 50 doesn't fight battles he can't win. When he targets someone, he plays the long game. And even Joe Budden warned, you don't want to mess up your relationship with 50. Busta should be sweating, because 50 has receipt sand, unlike most. He lets you dig your own grave first. Now, the real question is, will 50 drop everything at once, or slow drip the leaks like he did with Diddy? Is Busta really hiding something? Or is this just another hip-hop beef spiraling out of control?